Have you ever set a goal full of motivation, only to find yourself back at square one a few weeks later? Maybe you wanted to eat healthier, exercise more, or finally start that side project. You tell yourself, this time, I'll use my willpower. But somehow, that willpower just seems to evaporate when you need it most. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. And I'm here to tell you it's not your fault. The problem isn't a lack of willpower. It's that we're relying on willpower in the first place. Welcome back to our series. In today's episode, we're diving deep into a concept that will fundamentally change how you approach your goals, designing your environment. We're going to explore why willpower is a flawed and unreliable strategy, and what you can do instead to make success not just possible, but practically inevitable. So, what's the deal with willpower? Think of it like a muscle. You can train it and make it stronger, but it also gets tired. Every decision you make throughout the day, from what to wear to how to respond to an email, depletes your willpower reserves. Psychologists call this decision fatigue. By the end of the day, when you're faced with the choice between a healthy salad and a tempting pizza, your willpower muscle is exhausted. The pizza almost always wins, not because you're weak, but because you've run out of the mental energy needed to resist. Relying on willpower is like trying to swim upstream against a powerful current. It's exhausting, and most of the time, you end up getting swept away. So, what's the alternative? Instead of fighting the current, what if we could change its direction? That's where designing your environment comes in. Your environment isn't just your physical space. It's your mental, social, and digital world. It's the people you hang out with, the apps on your phone, and the food in your kitchen. All these things act as cues, either pushing you toward your goals or pulling you away from them. The secret to success isn't having more willpower. It's creating an environment where you need less of it. Let's start with the physical environment. This is the easiest one to control and has a huge impact. Want to eat healthier? Don't buy junk food. It's that simple. If the cookies aren't in the cupboard, you can't eat them at 10 p.m. when your willpower is at its lowest. Instead, stock your fridge with pre-cut veggies, healthy snacks, and fresh fruit. Make the healthy choice the easy choice. Want to exercise in the morning? Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Put your running shoes right by the door. You're removing the friction, the small barriers that your tired brain uses as an excuse to say, I'll do it tomorrow. This concept is called choice architecture. You're not eliminating choices, but you're designing the path of least resistance to lead you directly to your desired outcome. Think about supermarkets. They put candy and magazines at the checkout line because they know you're tired from shopping and more likely to make an impulse buy. They are masters of choice architecture. You can use these same principles for your own benefit. Now, let's talk about your digital environment. In today's world, this is just as important, if not more so. Your phone is probably the biggest willpower drain in your life. Notifications, social media feeds, endless streams of content, they are all designed to capture and hold your attention. If you want to be more focused and productive, you need to design your digital space for success. Start by turning off non-essential notifications. Do you really need to know every time someone likes your photo? Schedule specific times to check social media and email rather than letting them interrupt you all day. Use apps that block distracting websites during your work hours. Unsubscribe from email newsletters that clog your inbox and tempt you with sales. You can even curate your social media feeds. Follow accounts that inspire and educate you, and mute or unfollow those that make you feel anxious or inadequate. Your digital world should be a source of motivation, not a drain on your mental energy. By taking control of your digital environment, you're not just saving time. You're preserving your willpower for the things that truly matter. But what about the social environment? The people we surround ourselves with have a profound influence on our behavior and beliefs. As the saying goes, You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If your friends are all health conscious and active, you're more likely to adopt those habits. If they constantly complain and have a negative outlook, that energy is going to rub off on you. This doesn't mean you have to cut ties with all your friends. It's about being intentional with who you spend your time with. Seek out communities and friendships that align with your goals. Join a running club, a book group, or an online forum for entrepreneurs. Surround yourself with people who are on a similar journey, who can offer support, accountability, and inspiration. Their positive energy will become part of your environment, making it easier for you to stay on track. When everyone around you is moving forward, it's much easier to keep up the momentum. Finally, let's touch upon the internal, or mental, environment. This is about the stories you tell yourself and the mindset you cultivate. If you constantly tell yourself, "I have no self-control," or "I always fail," you're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. You're building a mental environment of defeat. Instead, practice self-compassion. Understand that setbacks are part of the process. When you slip up, don't beat yourself up. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and get back on track. Frame your goals in positive terms. Instead of "I have to stop eating junk food," try "I choose to nourish my body with healthy food." See the difference? One is about restriction and willpower. The other is about a positive choice and self-care. Mindfulness and meditation are powerful tools for managing your mental environment. They help you become an observer of your thoughts and feelings without being controlled by them. When a craving or a negative thought arises, you can simply notice it and let it pass, rather than feeling compelled to act on it. This creates a buffer, a space between impulse and action, where you can make a conscious choice that aligns with your long-term goals. So, let's bring it all together. The myth of willpower sets us up for failure. It makes us believe that if we fail, it's because we're not strong enough. But the truth is, the most successful people aren't willpower superheroes. They are brilliant architects of their environments. They understand that human behavior is a product of context. They make healthy choices easy and unhealthy choices difficult. They design their digital spaces for focus, not distraction. They surround themselves with people who lift them up, and they cultivate a mental environment of positivity and self-compassion. Your task is not to struggle harder, but to design smarter. Take a look at your life right now. Where is the friction? What are the small barriers that are draining your willpower and preventing you from reaching your goals? What's one small change you can make to your physical, digital, or social environment today? Maybe it's deleting a distracting app from your phone. Maybe it's packing a healthy lunch for tomorrow. Or maybe it's calling that friend who always inspires you. Start small. Each change you make is like laying another brick in the foundation of your success. Over time, these small changes compound, creating an environment where good habits happen automatically, and you no longer need to rely on that fickle thing called willpower. You have the power to shape your world. Stop trying to swim against the current. Redesign your environment and let the current carry you toward your goals. Thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope this gives you a new perspective on achieving your goals. If you found this helpful, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more content on building a better life. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's one environmental change you're going to make this week? I'd love to hear from you. See you in the next one.